Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. Like I said in my video today, I was going to do a collab with Carl from Themoon, and here he is. Carl from Themoon, how are you doing today?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. And I'm very excited for another collaboration. I can see in my comment section, at least, that people love it when I have you over on my channel. And I hope that people like it when I'm on your channel as well.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do, man. You're an excellent trader. Everybody loves your TA. It's a fine TA, and I'm looking forward to every day watching your videos. You do a great job. You make a lot of money, and you make a lot of your viewers money. Keep up
Thanks,
the good
bro.
work, man.
Thank you. Thank you so
So
much.
today we're going to be talking about my most important subject to me, because I feel that everybody needs to know this. And I know I've already did a video on this already this week, but I need to do it again with you, Carl, to get your audience, to really take their Bitcoins off of exchange, and how important it is to take possession of their Bitcoins. I did a video and highlighting this particular article, right? 6 reasons to withdraw your Bitcoins from exchanges. Links are going to be in the description below. And what are I think the number one reason for me, right, for taking off your Bitcoins off of your exchange is that once you do so, you get to use your Bitcoins, and you get to see the full power and appreciate what your Bitcoin can do for you. If you just buy this asset because you see price go up, man, I gotta get some, the price go up. If that's all you're doing, you're not seeing a big picture. Don't you think, Carl?
I think that obviously being your own bank is the whole point of crypto, and I think that everyone who stores all of their wealth on exchanges should reconsider that. I mean, many new people in crypto, they do this because of the convenience, and everyone who jumped into crypto in the last 3-4 years, they probably don't know about Mount Gox, for example, one of the biggest hacks in crypto history. And I think it's common knowledge, or it should be common knowledge in crypto. It's like if we had a crypto school, this would be one of the first lessons. Mount Gox happened. Don't trust anyone. Don't trust banks. Don't trust exchanges. Don't trust even your friends. I mean, unless it's just like a small part of your portfolio. I would never, not even like, there's no one I would trust with all my money. What I could suggest, first of all, get a hardware wallet. I think that's rule number one. I have Ledger Nano X and Ledger Nano S, and I recommend my audience to buy these. If you do insist on keeping some money on exchanges, then please at least don't put everything on one exchange. Maybe you have 4 exchanges and you put a little bit on all of them, but still, I would recommend having a wallet, a hardware wallet, a cold storage wallet, to keep the majority of your crypto 100%. This is what I'm doing right now, but I am guilty of having some crypto on exchanges, actually. However, very important is when you do take the risk and putting crypto on exchanges, make sure that at least you're getting paid for it. The stupidest thing you can do is putting money on an exchange and then get 0 interest on it, because then you're taking a risk. They can use your money for liquidity and whatever they want, and you're not getting paid for it. Remember how banks are supposed to work. You give them your money and then they pay you interest because they get the privilege of holding your money. The same should be with exchanges. So if you give them the money, your Bitcoin or Ethereum, you should get interest on it. So there are a few alternatives out there that I'm using, and I suggest that yeah, you can try them out. But remember that when you're getting interest, you're getting paid because you're taking a risk. And I want to go back to the first statement. Remember that being your own bank is the whole point of crypto, and that is my first recommendation always.
Excellent, man. You know what? You hit something that's really important. I love that. When you mentioned how the fact that you need to, like, if you're going to put the money on exchanges, make sure that you're getting some sort of interest in return, because you are lending them your money. You're right. You're absolutely right. And right now we're so used to lending a bank money and getting 0 interest on it that we're just like, we never really think about, okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm getting 0 interest rate on my Bitcoins. No, man, we need some interest rates on our Bitcoin. BlockFi, and a few others. I don't know. I can't remember some off of my top of my head, but BlockFi is the number one that I use. And yeah, you could get some interest on your Bitcoins, and make sure that you do that. If you're going to put your money at risk, make sure that you do you get something for it, right? Your risk for taking that risk. Excellent point, right? Because that's what you're doing. You're risking
Yeah.
it, right? And
Exactly. Yeah. The whole, because you're locking up your money in a sense. You're putting it into the future, not to spend it today. And the whole point of money and time preference is that you should be able to get paid for giving your money to someone else. So yeah, BlockFi, that's something I'm using as well. However, BlockFi is not giving so much interest right now, so that's a small problem for me. So if anyone want to check out Swissborg, I think they are giving probably the best interest on Bitcoin, at least. They also give interest on Ethereum, but there are many out there. There are Nexo, Celsius, and whatever. But I usually tell my audience Swissborg, yeah, I have the link over on my channel if you guys want to check it out. But I think that they are reliable, they're trustworthy. I know the guys. But I wouldn't ever put all my Bitcoin there. I would never do that. But making some passive income is very attractive, of course.
Yes, I agree with you with the Swissborg guys. I've met them myself, and I think they're honest and they're good people. So yeah, I absolutely agree. I also think that people need to understand that, you know, when you don't own your Bitcoins and you don't have control over them, you don't get to decide whether or not you can withdraw them. If you feel that, okay, well, I don't mind leaving it at my bank called Binance, well, Binance changed the rules. Now the maximum you can withdraw, it used to be 2 Bitcoins per day. Now the maximum you could withdraw is less than 2 Bitcoins. I think it's 0.6 now that they've reduced it to, if you haven't followed KYC. And you don't need to follow KYC when you have your own Bitcoins. Have you ever done KYC with your Ledger wallet?
No.
How about your Treasure? No? How about MetaMask? Did MetaMask ask you for KYC? No? Yeah. Did they find out, hey, how much do you earn every day, every month? Did they ask you how much you have in your bank account? Any of those wallets? No. But that's what these exchanges do, right? They ask you all kinds of questions, all kinds of personal questions, and it's very invasive. When I try to explain, hey, you know what? I got these coins from mining and so forth. They want me to prove that I actually mine, and then I have to prove that I ran a pool. And I'm like, Jesus, it takes a long time, and it's very frustrating, right? And yeah, and then on top of that, I could lose all my Bitcoins if they close down on me. And so, have you ever lost cryptocurrencies to an exchange, actually?
What do you mean? How do you mean lost?
Meaning that they closed down and you basically lost it all, because there's been a lot of closures. Just to name a few, actually, right? You know, MT Gox, but Quadriga S, Cryptopia, Cryptsy, Binance lost 40 million, but nobody got hurt on that one. But there's been quite a few out there.
Actually, yeah, I think Cryptopia, I think I had like a little bit, like small dust, not so much, but a little bit there. And then there was like an Italian exchange. I don't remember the name of it, but like 3-4 years ago, back when I was also a crypto noob, I think I was trying to buy some coin called, was it Ryblocks or something strange. And well, I think it was Ryblocks. I think they later became Nano or something. I don't know, but
yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, I bought. I think that was what I was trying to buy, which I did, and then it was not so much, but it was a few $1,000s, and eventually the exchange just vanished, and I got an email saying that yeah, you can do this and this to try to get your money back, but obviously I understood that this money will never be seen again. So I know firsthand how it feels like to lose money to an exchange. So that's why I would never keep all my money in one exchange. And I think it's very, very important. And usually people learn the hard way. I've actually lost I've lost a lot of money in crypto. I lost to scammers. trying to buy things online with Bitcoin without any agreements, and boom, I get scammed because I'm stupid and trust people. I've learned the hard way not to trust anyone. So, and if you do want to trust someone, at least don't trust them with everything. Just a small part that you can afford to lose, and then. But yeah, you don't want to learn the hard way. You don't want to have an expensive lesson like I've had a few times.
Exactly. The biggest loss that I've taken myself was actually in the millions of dollars on one exchange. It was I had quite a few, like 30,000 name coins back in the day, and this exchange was called Bit Parking. As I was selling my name coins into Bitcoin because I hadn't left it on exchange. I actually transferred it the day that I was trying to sell it. And once I hit the sell button, got all of my Bitcoins, and I was trying to withdraw it, but then the exchange collapsed. Turns out they had a hard drive. The hard drive failed, and there was no backups. The exchange was just this guy was just running it in his basement kind of deal, and everybody got wiped out on that exchange. And yeah, it was it was a hard thing to deal with, right? Because at the time, right, I had a million. I had a lot of money worth of name coin. It's not worthless now, of course, but even if I were to get it back, right, the name coins, but that's that was my biggest loss. But the good thing was I didn't leave the money on exchange because I knew that exchange was just a little hokey because it was early in the days. It was like 2013, right? Nobody had really had a solid exchange. So you could tell it was like very, very weak. Another time was for me was crypto. I think it's Cryptopia. Yes, Cryptopia. Yes, it was a New Zealand exchange, and they had like $40,000 worth of my crypto. Not a whole lot, enough for me to like go, okay, whatever. but for most people, that's a lot of money, right? $40,000, and so yeah, I spread out my risk, and I didn't feel the burn of that. I'd like to get those coins back because they're worth a lot more now, but who knows? I might not get them. I might not get them back because the people from MT Gox, they have been waiting like over 10 years, right? For their crypto. So when do you think they will get their crypto?
Probably never. I don't know. I think I've spoken with a few people that have money in that whole lawsuit kind of thing, and they have lost all hope. They know that it's probably never going to happen. And even if they do get their money back, it's just going to be based on the dollar value, so not the Bitcoin value. And Bitcoin has been going up incredibly since then. So they are getting back basically nothing compared to what they actually. They're not getting their Bitcoin back. They're just getting back the dollar denominated money that they had back then. So really horrible. But guys, are you going to go down and leave a thumbs up if you actually hold your money in cold storage? Let's see how many people keep their money safe. I think that's very important.
Right? Exactly. I want to see everybody who keeps their money safe in a cold storage hardware wallet. Please leave a message in the description below, right? Hit the like, right? Hit the subscribe button as well. Well, thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for letting people know that, hey, you know what? You need to get their Bitcoins. And not only that, I want to ask you, well, before you go, right? Do you see a hyperinflation in our future?
Yeah.
And so in those hyperinflationary events, what do governments tend to do?
They try to print themselves out of inflation.
Yes. And but when that doesn't work and when they need money, where do they go get it? They go get it from the people, right? And they go, oh, the speculators, man, it's the speculators that are destroying the currency. And they tend to what they do is say, hey, you know what? We need to change all the foreign currencies over to the local currency. And that includes cryptocurrencies. It's happened to Michael Saylor. It happened to all the big people out there that thought that, you know what? I'm too big for the government to do that. They're not going to take my money. And they did in Argentina, Venezuela, and even in Turkey as well. So yeah, don't be a victim to your government as well by leaving your Bitcoins on the exchange, because that's coming. And that's the most important thing I want people to know. What do you think about that?
I agree 100%. 100%.
Awesome. All right. Well, make sure that you head over to Carl's channel because we did a collab on his channel, right? Make sure you watch the video. Links are in the description below, and you join. And then, make sure you subscribe to his channel and check out his videos because you know what? There's some excellent TA over there. Do you have anything else to say, Carl?
No, I think we covered very cool stuff, very important stuff. As a summary, keep most of your Bitcoin on hard, like cold storage. If you do want to keep something on exchanges, at least choose 3-4 reliable exchanges and spread it out so you don't have everything on one exchange and get paid for the risk of keeping it there. I think these are three very important points.
Exactly. And just avoid the government taking your crypto once they decide, hey, you know what, this printing doesn't work for us anymore. We need money, real money. So can we get yours? All right. Thank you for watching. Thanks for being here, Carl. We'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers, man.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye now.